Hey guys, Ray again. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got another very highly rated, very well-known pipe tobacco, Plum Pudding. Reviews all over the internet, the YouTubes already, but I'll give you my thoughts on it. I've got it open. I'm very familiar with it. So I'll let you know how I feel about it, what I think. This is a Balkan English. It's Oriental forward, Latakia forward at the same time, kind of, in my opinion, so it can kind of fall into either category. But it's very complex contents: Black Cavendish, Latakia, Oriental, Turkish, Perique, Virginia. The cut is a crumble cake. I haven't seen it's more of like a really thick flake. I'll go ahead and show that to you right now, but of course we'll go down to the tabletop to prepare it, because this is it's different than a lot of other blends. It comes in these flakes. This is one that's that I haven't tore anything off of, but you can see how thick that is. It's at least a little over a 1/4 inch, I'd say. Might be a 1/4 inch, but it's super thick. The prep is simple because it's very loosely packed, but at the same time it's you need to pay a little bit of attention. Have I seen the dog bowl? I didn't know she could. Oh, okay. Anyway, what am I being ridiculous? She ain't even got no thumbs. Sorry, little interruption from the wife there. So let's go ahead down to the tabletop. So it's prepared. We'll be putting this in a Rossi Vittoria. It's apple shape. I think it's 8207 maybe. I don't know. One of my favorite preferred pipes, especially for Englishes or Balkans. But let's check it out. Alright, so now you can probably get a lot better look at it here. The colors and the modeling on this is very well blended, very pronounced. Smells like Latakia. It smells, you smell some sweetness. It's hard for me to say that this is English because it's sweet. A lot of English blends aren't really all that sweet. You do get some sweetness from Orientals from time to time, but this is a lot sweeter than the typical, I should say, Oriental forward English. So I'll stick with the Balkan definition on this. And also, here's one of the little chunk that I had already prepared off of, but it's super easy. We just break a little bit off. Actually, we'll go a little bit more than that. The moisture is weird because of the cut and the packaging. It's not wet, it's not damp, it's not moist, but it prepares real easy. Sometimes it's hard to keep lit, sometimes it's not. It depends on what piece you get, I guess. It's a different tobacco. It's definitely not one for the beginner, though it is one that I would recommend for a beginner to try with proper preparation. But this is what I do. I just crumble it up real good. You will get some dust on your fingers. There's nothing you can do about that unless you wear gloves. But I'm a dirty boy. I don't not big into that. We'll just pack it normal. I normally like the more or less just a gravity type feel. I'll fill it up to the top, and that's very lightly tamped because this isn't a dry tobacco, therefore it will not tamp down a whole lot. Leftover stuff here, we'll just see if I can do this with one hand and just kind of dump that on top there. The powder, it seems to help it light a little bit. It won't make a big mess. But hey, that's just how I roll. A light tamp, and if you can see right there that it's already, I mean, the pressure, you don't want to cram it down in there. That's pretty good right there. Just firmly firmly packed in there. Man, the camera's upside down. I'm sorry, this is hard to do. But alright, let's bring you back up top. We'll go ahead and throw some fire to it and give you my thoughts. Alright guys. Now my wife's thoughts on this, she's my room note judge. And she's impartial to this, you know. I had notes here, but I don't know what I did with the ones on this. But she says it's, you know, it smells smoky. Of course, it smells smoky. It's loaded down with a lot of Kia, but it's more of a sweetness smoke. She reminded her of like a meat smoker, a wood smoker, or something like that. Which I would guess that's because you know, the aromatic woods that they do use, you know, like a hickory wood or something like that. That's her opinion on this. So it's definitely not bad, but. You're hit in the face immediately with just some dense smoke, just some sweet dense smoke. This is actually one of the tobaccos that you can feel, you know. The body, I guess you would call creaminess. Some people refer to it as that. But the Orientals in this is super sweet, but there's also Virginia in it. Very cool burning tobacco. It's you can feel it on your tongue, you can feel it in your mouth, you feel it when you retrohale. And with this tobacco, when it hits the spot like no other. It's absolutely amazing at times. And there have been times though that I've lit it and I was, you know, I didn't even finish the pipe. But when it's hitting that spot, it's consistent all the way through, just full of flavor, full of body. There's some spiciness going on, which I think, yeah, there is Perique in this. Yeah, there's some spiciness, which was from the Perique. I would imagine from the Orientals as well. Sweet though, it's super sweet. And it's definitely a must try for any tobacco connoisseur, I should say. Ones that do like trying different blends. But this is available in 2 and 8 ounce tins. Pops and Cigars, the 2 ounce tin, which actually it's more of a can. I wouldn't call that a tin. 2 ounce can is $15.99. The 8 ounce $45.99. Smoking Pops, your 2 ounces $15.99. 8 ounce $39.99. This does have a rating on tobacco reviews, one of the highest ratings that I've done thus far. A 3.5 out of 4 on 163 reviews. Which usually, as subjective as taste and smell is to the individual, those are only ballpark figures that anybody can go by at any one time. But it does show that the majority does really enjoy this. Manufactured by Sutliff, of course. It's a Seattle Pipe Club. Sutliff manufactures their tobaccos. They blended by Joe Langford. I think he does the majority of Seattle Pipe Club's blending. Let's see. The description is an English balking blend like no other. Rare tobacco is crafted to see if it gives us anything usable. Pipe smoker says it's perfect tobacco. We don't want to patent your own chest there. Created this treasure for delicious, smoky, spicy, and positively addictive. Truly an exquisite tobacco to share. Okay, all the tin description is basically a lot of Kia joins with Turkish Orientals, Virginia's Cavendish, and Perique. That's something useful. Crafted the most sought after small batch blends in America since 2007. Sounds just like the tin description is just tooting its own horn, basically. Which I don't even know if it's not even on that. Who's that guy? Does anybody know? Is that Joe? But anyway, my review of Plum Pudding. It's a great blend, must try. It's a sweet English Balkan. Your choice depending on how you smoke. Very enjoyable in its own right, in its own, you know, genre, basically. It's you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, I got some extra lights on back there, but very, very smoky, which normally a lot of Kia heavy blends are. It's one that you can taste if you use the tip of your tongue. You can actually taste it for a while after you puff. But anyway, guys, I want to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to finish enjoying this bowl because it's really doing it for me right now. It's really hitting the spot. It's an amazing smoke. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope this helps.